Hey, what's going on, guys? And today we are reviewing one of the Avengers Endgame sets, the Iron Man Hall of Armor. So, let's just jump right in with the minifigures. Actually, let's not do that. Before I start this, I'm going to say this is a heavily biased review because I am a big Marvel fan. I love the MCU. I just love Marvel in general. It is super cool, all the different heroes and stuff, and honestly, this is a Marvel fan's dream come true. Let's be honest. This is, well, an Iron Man fan's dream come true. So yeah, now we can get into the review, and I think I'm going to start with the minifigure. Okay, so here are the minifigures, plus Igor, which, I don't know if you want to call him a big fig, or a massive fig, but I wanted to throw him in because the other armors are here, so I just wanted to put him in here. So, right now we're going to look at the Mark 1. Now, I like this guy for the most part. I think the torso printing could use a little work. The leg printing's fine. But what they didn't do right is the head. This really disappoints me. Here, let me bring him up close. They used the invincible Iron Man helmet for his head. And that is just not right. That is just so wrong. By the way, all of these except the Mark 50 have a clear head underneath. But that's kind of sad. There should be a little bit more detail here with you can see the yellow on the back of here. Stark Industries, but should be a little bit here too. The legs are fine though. It looks like a junk pile, but the head really ruins this minifigure for me. Now I have the Mark 5 suitcase armor. Wow. This is really cool again. Just a clear head. But dang, did they do a good job on this one. That really does feel like the suit's look, but just with a Lego-ized print. That is really good. The head is really good. There's the back. And they have the little legs here. Very, very good. I love this one. Here we have the Mark 41 Bones. Again, clear head. But wow, this has got to be one of the most detailed Iron Man armors they have ever done. Because you have all the little gold detailing, right? And then putting it in the right light. There's more gold detail. That's crazy. This is a really good minifigure. And I gotta say, as far as Iron Man armors go, this is the highlight of the set, even though it's not a very well-known Iron Man suit. Definitely not as well-known as those two. But it is very, very good. And, of course, we have the Iron Man Mark 50. Not the Mark 85, the Mark 50. The Mark 85 comes in the Avengers compound battle. It's the same one. It's good. It's got the same prints as the old one. Everything's the same as the old one. Here, putting them side by side. There's an old one. No difference at all. So, it does come with the same faces. So, the smiling Stark and the angry Stark. Which, typically I'll have angry Stark here. But the reason I have smiling Stark here is because he comes with this hairpiece, and you can just place that on. You have your Iron Man, and I'm going to keep him like this. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to spend very long on these. These are the Outriders. They're the exact same as the Infinity War Outriders. and they are the exact same. They're both the exact same, so yeah. We'll get to Igor later on. I just wanted to bunch him with the other Iron Man suits, but we will get to Igor, just not right now. So overall, the minifigure selection is really good. It's got a lot of good details, and especially the Mark 41 and 5 are the highlights from me. So, good minifigure selection. Alright, it's taken us long enough. Let's get to the Hall of Armors. Now, I do have it configured in this way. Normally, Lego had it, like, in just a straight line on the front of the box. In the back of the box, they had something similar to this. But I'm going to use this setup. It has all the same parts, all the same different structures. We're just going to go here, 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 here. So, I'm going to flip this ladder up. So, yeah, let's get to this. Now, the thing I wanted to highlight first was actually this section, since it's technically not one of those little case things. And you have your two robot arms. One smaller, so more for the torso and leg area. These are on ball joints at the bottom, and then hinges here and here. This one's higher up, so more for maybe the top of the torso and the head. Again, two hinges there, and a ball joint at the bottom. I'm just going to put the Mark 1 here. He's going to be my example buddy, even though I don't really like him. And you can see he just spins around on this thing. There's no, like, function on the side. I wish there was a little function on the side that causes him to, like, spin to where you need him, but yeah, it's still pretty good, and you can see you can get some pretty good poses with these guys doing things. Okay, you probably shouldn't be touching there, man. So yeah. And then down here's a little computer section. Now some people spend the time to go through the individual computer screens. I'm not going to do that. I feel like that's a waste of time for the overall set. And they're really hard to see anyways. They look like just normal bricks. But trust me, stickers are on them. There are stickers. The chair can swivel around. That's a big play feature. Wow. Here's the cup. Yay. Okay. Now, I'm going to remove this. So now we can take a better look at the different sections. Okay, so this section, this is a great way to start, by the way, has a little smoothie, like a blender with well, it looks to be like some sort of smoothie, blending up there, and a little cup. They come with 2 red cups. That is a lot of red cups. Anyways, then we have a space to hold an Iron Man armor, so we put the Mark 1. The third section kind of goes with the Mark 1. It's a jetpack. I mean, you can apply it to any of your Iron Man suits, but it's probably best applied with the Mark 1. So let me show you what that looks like. Here's what that looks like with the jetpack on the back. Oops, sorry guys. Yeah. And he can still fit in there. I know he's loose right now, but he can still fit in there with the jetpack on. I've tried. The next area is another area to store your Iron Man suits. So let's put the Mark 5 there. And this last area, while it's built up the same as some of the others, is just a place where you can have your, it's a little, like, tool rack, so you can put a wrench, which comes with the set. You can put some other tools, a drill or something. I don't know, those don't come with the set. Starting up on the second floor, this is nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the way these are made, they all look... The finished product has all the rails looking like this. Has, like, everything looking like that. But you can take these off. That's how you put these other modules on. Or, if you have enough, you can put 2 of each. I only had enough to put 2 of each on the very top. And I only had enough room to put one of each. Alright, well, here's another place to store your Iron Man armor. And this is going to be the last one. Because I don't think Tony wants to sit on the Hall of Armors. But there you go. Just another place to put an Iron Man. And here's a little place to store Iron Man helmets, which I will do now with the Mark 50 helmet. Or you can also store Tony's hairpiece there, but I think it makes a little more sense if you're just storing the helmet. So yeah. Another place to put your armors, and we're out of armor. Dun, 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 dun. Fear not, for I have brought the Mark 37 Hammerhead. Another kind of obscure Iron Man armor with the rest of these. Or not obscure, but just different. I also have the Mark, well, I can't remember, but it's the suit from Spider-Man Homecoming. But that one isn't very, that one doesn't really fit with the others, but, you know, it's okay. So we'll put the Mark 37 Hammerhead there. Or Scuba Iron Man, but it's officially called the Hammerhead. And the last thing here, again, built up like the rest of these, but just with this extra thing. It's a little accessory pack. It comes with a stud shooter. I don't know if that's supposed to be water, or if it is supposed to be the blast or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if this is supposed to be an upgrade to your... I don't know if that's supposed to be a weapons upgrade, or just a... just something else. And then you got a little, I guess, jets. I don't know what that is. It's just a slice thing. So, I mean, weapons for your Iron Man, even though they don't really make sense. Again, you do get all of those components in that. You do get all of those components in that set, no matter what formation you put them in. So you get every single one of those. But something I almost forgot was the dumb E, and it comes with these two fire pieces. The dumb E is supposed to be holding a fire extinguisher. And there's the build for that. It is different from the polybag, and some people are like, well, that's strange. But the reason is because they wanted to keep the polybag a polybag exclusive. I mean, it's normally why they do polybags. But yeah, he's got the little dunce cap on. It's cute. The whole robot's just kind of cute, and you can put out the fire or whatever. I mean, there's no play feature to put out the fire. If you want to, you can give him the stud shooter to look like he's putting out the fire. Try to knock the fire pieces over. And it's a cute, maybe a fun little game, but I don't know. So yeah, that's the dumb E. He has these wheels. They can roll, but most of the time when you're moving it around, they're not really rolling, just because they're just studs. But, I mean, if you get them too, cool. Okay, I just noticed they actually do roll on carpet, but I couldn't get them to roll up here, so there you go. Oh boy. Let's talk, Igor. Oh, Lord. I think the arms and the legs are done fine. I think if they were going for a brick-built Igor... Sorry about that, guys. If they were going for a brick-built Igor, that's fine. What's not fine is the body. Now this can open up so you can place a minifigure inside. Not very accurate to Igor, but fine. Let's put our Tony, or I guess Iron Man in this case. That's one thing I wish they did have in the set was a Tony Stark minifigure. But as you can see, I had to make him bald just to fit him in there. That's already not a good design choice. If you want to put a minifigure in there, you can't have the Iron Man helmet on. That blocks the top. You can't have the hairpiece on. That really blocks the top. So you're stuck with a bald minifigure. And then that looks so bad. These things are not connected. Focus camera. Thank you. These things are not connected here. These are not connected here. Oh, it just looks so bad. Also, they put this on a ball joint. I don't even know why they did that. That means you could, like, I guess, kind of have it look like it's breaking down. But, yeah. If I were you, keep the minifigure out at all times. So, yeah. This is really disappointing, though. Because at the end, which is after this, we're going to do a custom comparison comparing the Mark I and this to customs that I got a while ago, thinking that these suits wouldn't ever make it into an Iron Man set or a Lego set. That was far before Avengers. That was like, I was going to say a year or two. It was 2 years before Infinity War, so I never thought they would come. So I just bought customs. I'm kind of glad still kind of glad I did. But it closes up much better. The face, though, looks really wrong. Okay, it looks okay from the front. It's supposed to look like an Iron Man helmet. This big part right here could be cut off. Doesn't really fit, but when you look at him from the side, you can see all the gaps in him. You can see this thing sticking out. You can see just how thin the head is, and it really doesn't represent Igor at all. But the top's pretty okay. It kind of looks like what Igor would look like. So his articulation, he has articulation in the shoulder and on the elbow, ball joints for everything except, this. But I don't count that as articulation. I count that as a play feature because you can put Iron Man inside even though it doesn't work very well. Same with this arm. For this leg, it's articulation in the hip and in the knee, technically, but more like the foot. But it would be the knee. So overall, is this thing a disaster? Just an absolute piece of garbage, trashy, frickin' disgusting thing that should never see the face of the earth again? No. But it is pretty bad in the way it's designed in the torso. And the head especially. The head is just, what did they do? But it's blocky, it doesn't fit, it's really weird. So now it's time for what everybody was waiting for. Custom comparison. Da 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 da. Here we have official Igor and custom Igor. Now is custom Igor my custom? No. It is not my custom. Neither of these are my customs. I got them from a website called, I can't remember, it was like Brick or something. I don't care. But both of the customs are really good, so I'm using them to compare. Now, this is probably what LEGO should have done and just went with a big fig. It's the same articulation as big figs. It's actually a little bit taller than your average big fig, if I can find my Hulk. Hold on. Okay, ignore the hands, but there's my Hulk. You can see it's bigger than an average big fig. Even if they didn't want to do that, I think it would be fine. Just keep it like this, but like make it Igor. I don't know. I think the custom did a really good job at. It looks like Igor. It's got the stripes and things, and it just looks like Igor. It's also hunched over like Igor, hence its name. This, on the other hand, okay. Is this terrible? Compared to this, yes it is. It is really bad. But on its own, it's not the greatest, but, you know, I don't know. It just doesn't look like Igor. It really doesn't. Just looking at it, it looks like some, I don't even know, but I mean, it's not terrible. The arms and the legs are pretty good, but the body is just, oh god. Yeah, somebody find a way to fix this. I don't even know if you can fix this, but if you can, please try. And here is round 2, the second and last round of custom comparison, I guess is what we're calling it. And here we have the Iron Man Mark 1 and the Iron Man Mark 1. Same thing here, the one on the right is official, the one on the left is a custom. And you know what, let's give this guy the jetpack for a little bit of an extra chance. Okay. It's not like that's really gonna help, but I tried to give it a fair comparison, but I'm not. This looks so much more like the Mark 1. It's got the bulkiness and the jetpack. Look, this is even a piece. This itself, in silver right here, is a frickin' piece that I showed off earlier. That piece is what was used for the hammerhead. Which is weird that they didn't use it for this Mark 1, because the Mark 1 is it is a bulkier suit compared to all the other Iron Man suits. It is, well, you know, not counting Igor and the Hulkbuster or whatever. It is a fairly big, clunky suit, and I think that fits a lot better. And the helmet fits a lot better. The leg printing, I mean, really could go either way. They're the same. This one's more special because it has toe printing, but this just looks a whole lot more like the Mark 1 than this. You can see on the back it has its little jetpack piece. And you can see on the back that's pretty pathetic. It really just doesn't resemble the Mark 1 at all. And it would if it had two things. One was a bulkier body piece. Not this wimpy jetpack, but a bulkier body piece like they have over here, like one of the Chima, even one of the Chima ones. Like, that would only go, like, halfway down the torso. That would still work. And a better helmet. Something more rounded. Something like... Hold on. Something like this. Which is like a dome piece and stuff. I mean, otherwise, this would be a good minifigure if it just had the right helmet piece and a little bit of bulk around the body. So yeah, now it's time to go to the final result. So overall, I give this set a 4 out of 5 stars. It's good. A lot of display value, a lot of play value. What there isn't is there isn't a lot of fun for Igor or the Mark 1. But if you like the Mark 1, if you think the Mark 1's fine, okay, good for you. But the Mark 1 is not good. And I think everybody hates Igor, so it's all good there. So yeah, guys, that is it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.